evening, everyone, and welcome to the class of 2022 commencement exercises for the Stanford Adult and Continuing Education. It is with great honor that I welcome each and every one of you here this evening. For you are here this evening as a result of your determination, your perseverance, and your willingness to go the extra mile. You have earned an opportunity to be here this evening, and I am proud of each and every one of you. At this time, I ask that you remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner, led by our very own Elena Lopez, our 2022 ESL graduate.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, see, can you see by the lamb's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and brass stars through the perilous side of the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming. And the work is ready, the bombs are seething there, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say the Star-Spangled Banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the heart of the brave.
Good evening, and congratulations to all of the graduates. There is a Chinese proverb that reads, "To learn a language is to have one more window from which to look at the world." I selected this proverb specifically for the students here tonight who have completed the English as a Second Language program, as it highlights their accomplishments. Learning a new language is no easy task. The ability to communicate and understand this language is often taken for granted, as learning English can be a challenging task for a multitude of reasons. However, the ESL students that are here tonight did not allow anything to interfere with their goal to learn English. To the ESL students, many of you have risked all you knew to come to the U.S. in search of a better tomorrow. Not just for yourselves, but for your descendants that will follow. You've endured trials and tribulations that we will never know, and have faced obstacles that have tested the very substance of your being. But you forged onward, inspired by fresh opportunities and hope that your efforts will one day blossom. Though we might not see your pain and disappointment, the sore feet, tired backs of sacrifice, hidden behind smiles and words of perseverance. And like so many students before you, your efforts will benefit all of us, as you have added to the flavor of America, making it a better nation, a more diverse culture, with one more window to look out from. So today, for all of us, the benefactors of your efforts, of your triumphs and achievements, I say thank you for allowing us to witness your commitment and dedication to excellence. In closing, I would like to thank the friends, families, and teachers who supported our students day in and day out. Throughout their journey of learning English, you were constant and loyal to their success. And to our incredible group of students, I wish you much success, and I look forward to hearing about your future accomplishments. It is my pleasure to introduce Sophia Opon, who completed the ESL program in December of 2021, and she will speak on behalf of the ESL students here tonight.
Good evening, and congratulations to all the graduates. Today is a day you should all be proud of, as it is truly a day to celebrate. My name is Sophia Opon, and I am from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. In Haiti, I was a good student who had plans to go to university to study math and engineering. Unfortunately, I ran into several obstacles that interfered with my goal. Yet, I didn't want to give up on my dreams. So when I was given a chance to move to the US in 2021, I did it without hesitation. The actor Stuart Stafford said, "Going to a country where you don't speak the language is like wading into the sea when you can't swim. It's intimidating at first, not impossible, and ultimately manageable." Although I studied English in high school, I was unable to speak clearly when I came to the US. Can you imagine constantly having to ask, "What did you say? Can you repeat it one more time?" to someone who is trying to talk to you? It's very tiring. Sadly, that was my case, and I realized that I needed to improve my English. But how? Where? Who would I call? Fortunately, a friend of mine told me about the English classes with Stanford Adult Education, so I applied. Before I started class at Old Town Hall, I decided that I would study every day. Well, not every day, but I wanted to do my best, which I tried to do when I started the program. I completed all the reading exercise that my teacher provided, and I started using a dictionary more often to search up meanings and to learn vocabulary. I had to get out of my comfort zone, so I started to speak to people often like our teacher advised. I even watched cartoons with kids, and I loved it. I was motivated to practice as much as possible in order to pursue my objective by any means. Soon, I became more confident with speaking in English. I no longer had to rely on others to translate, and I have a better understanding of this beautiful language. My classmates had different language barriers, yet we all had the desire to overcome these challenges. We were not afraid to ask for help or ashamed to make mistakes. Tonight, our efforts are being rewarded. Look at us now. Stanford program is great, and it offers opportunities to people from other countries a chance to learn English. It's a warm and friendly environment to learn in, and I was delighted to wake up in the morning to go to school. Today, I find myself in a country where many opportunities are available for me. Now that I have completed the program, I plan to go to college and find a job where I can put my skills into practice. In closing, I would like to thank the administrative staff and our amazing teacher, Mr. Colon, for their commitment and guidance. Lastly, I wish all the graduates the best. Each of us have our own dreams, and today is a new start. Believe in your abilities and never give up. Thank you.
Good evening, dignitaries, faculty, guests, and graduates. It is an honor and a privilege to share brief remarks with the class of 2022. As a school counselor at Stanford Adult Education, I have the pleasure of meeting many adult learners seeking guidance about high school completion options. Some seek a diploma as a personal achievement, while others seek career or employment advancement. For each student, the driving force is unique. The beauty of working with adults is that there is always an opportunity to learn from the students we encounter daily. Many of you have imparted great lessons to me personally through your examples of hope, enthusiasm, and optimism. I am always in awe of the personal stories shared and the unparalleled motivation that has led many of you to succeed at Stanford Adult Education. Graduates, it has been inspiring to observe many of you press forward with the great optimism amidst the many distractions of your daily lives, pursuing the one thing that may have kept you from a job, opportunity, or advancement. Some of you may have found the adjustment challenging and perhaps even considered giving up. Yet here you are. Today is a culmination of your hard work. Earning a high school diploma delivers a powerful message to your children, family, and friends about the importance of education, goals, perseverance, and follow-through. Now you can call yourselves proud recipients of a high school diploma. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Now I want to introduce an excellent student and graduate of the National External Diploma Program, Alan Bernadette, who will share a few words about his educational journey.
Good evening, graduates and distinguished guests. Today is a day we should all embrace. It is the beginning of the rest of our lives. As graduates, the world will open many new doors to us. There are many things in store as we continue our journey of success. A year ago, I decided to make some changes in my life. I chose to begin my educational conquest. As a young father, I had to work very hard to support my daughter. I always dreamed of returning to school, but there was always a reason why I didn't. These were excuses I created because I was afraid. I was terrified of failure. Finally, I decided to make some extreme changes in my life. Those changes made me look deep into my soul and ask myself some important questions. What do I really want out of life? How will I survive in the future? Will I continue to be satisfied with mediocrity? I am 44 years old and I still don't have my diploma. How can I move on without it? The answers were simple. So I decided to make a plan. My mother recommended the NEDP program. She explained that the program could be a better fit for me than the GED. The next day, I went downtown to take the exams to get into the program. I was thrilled to find out that I passed those necessary exams and I could start NEDP immediately. As I began to take the competencies, I realized that this program was very interactive. I knew I had to make some serious sacrifices, but I was done making excuses. I was finally ready to focus on my goals and make them reality. I made the necessary adjustments and continued to study, even while working a full-time job and managing my life. I pushed myself day and night because I refused to fail anymore. I can tell you now that it's not easy. It's no walk in the park. But anything worth it usually isn't. And that's what my parents taught me throughout life. I wanted it bad enough, so subject after subject, I persevered. With the guidance of my counselor, Ms. Diaz, and the encouragement of my assessor, Mr. Colon, I worked harder than I ever had in my life. And as they said, if I give it my all, I'll get there. At long last, I stand here before you today as a graduate, excited for the future possibilities. I have made my share of mistakes in life, but this is something I can be proud of. So to anyone who is wondering what they can do to enhance their future and improve themselves, if you're finally ready to kick fear and failure's butt, this program is for you. You can work through the competencies at a reasonable pace and thrive. If I did it, I believe it's possible for anybody to do it. I can tell you the feeling of accomplishment is like nothing I have ever felt before. After all the hard work, sleepless nights, I'm finally a graduate, and the future is brighter than ever. Thank you to everyone who supported me and the adult education program, God, and my parents, Christine and Franz Viala. Congratulations to all the graduates. Go forth and conquer your dreams.
Good evening, family, friends, and graduates. It is with great admiration and respect that I congratulate this year's HSCDP graduates. You are moments away from receiving your diplomas, and there is no doubt in my mind that you have earned them. Since January, I've had the chance to meet with most of you on a regular basis. Whether discussing your classes, your academic work, or your lives, each one of our conversations had a profound effect on me. It has been said that no two students are alike and that we all have our individual paths and experiences. Yet I came to find out that there was a common thread that tied each of your stories together: perseverance. This is to say that you remain motivated and focused on your goal of a diploma regardless of any obstacle standing in front of you. To highlight your perseverance seems only appropriate, but the fact that you persevered with integrity and pride should be celebrated as well and held up as a standard of excellence for others. Like many of you, our graduation speaker this evening not only personifies the very characteristics of perseverance and integrity, but has served as an inspiration to her classmates over the course of her time in our program. With that in mind, I would like to introduce this evening's HSCDP graduation speaker, Marianne Pellegrino, who will share her words and reflections with all of us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Stanford Adult and Continuing Education faculty, administrative staff, teachers, and my fellow graduates. My name is Marianne Pellegrino. I feel privileged and honored to be speaking to this incredible graduating class of 2022. The fact that this opportunity even exists makes me feel humbled and appreciative. I would like to start this evening by giving a very special thank you to Ms. Angela Thomas Graves, her entire administrative staff, the amazing educators who not only work their full-time jobs, but dedicate themselves week after week to make this program even possible. I am not sure whether Ms. Gabrielle Casol is watching this evening, but I would like to extend a big shout out for all her support, inspiration, and encouraging words that has helped prepare many of us for this amazing and unforgettable night. So when I say thank you, I am certain that I can speak on behalf of many in this graduating class here tonight. This program has been truly a blessing, and being able to be an example to everyone that everything is attainable with the right opportunity, hard work, and desire, that you can accomplish anything. We not only worked hard to get here, but also encountered the most challenging of times in a national and global crisis. How inspiring is that all in itself? The world in which we live is plagued with many dangers, from killer viruses, worldwide terrorism, global warming, and social unrest. But despite all of these obstacles, we somehow made it here today. So give yourselves a great big round of applause. This graduating class has worked through some unprecedented times, from the COVID-19 pandemic, being blindsided by this new learning curve we called a virtual classroom, the additional 5-credit requirement to now graduate, to stressing out every day, wondering what was next. Who could have ever imagined? I'd like to share with all of you 3 inspiring quotes. The first one comes from one of America's founding fathers, Benjamin Franklin, who once stated, "An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest." The second one comes from legendary rhythm and blues artist B.B. King, who once said, "The beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you." And the third comes from British author C.S. Lewis, which is my personal favorite: "You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream." I have not said very much about my own journey, so I will say this. The COVID pandemic not only took millions of beautiful souls from so many, but it also caused millions of hardships, including my own. Never for a single second did I ever think that one August morning would change the course of my life in just a moment's notice, when being delivered the news that after almost 20 years of loyalty, hard work, and commitment, that I would be losing my job with less than 10 years from my retirement. You do the math. If there are a few things that I have learned throughout this entire journey, they would be: life goes on. When one door closes, another one opens, and that everything is possible, which ultimately has brought me to where I stand before all of you tonight. Now I'd like to share a poem I've written, to which I dedicate to all of you. Its title is "I Am Fearless." The magic in new beginnings is truly the most powerful of them all. I don't know where I'm going from here, but I promise it won't be boring. The bad news is that time flies. The good news is that you are the pilot. No matter how hard the past, you can always begin again. Your present circumstances do not determine where you can go. They merely determine where you start. I hope you realize that every day is a fresh start for you, that every sunrise is a new chapter in your life waiting to be written. Enter this new path with gratitude for this new chance to create your dreams. Stay committed to your decisions, but stay flexible in your approach. You are never too old to reinvent yourself. I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. The only person that you are destined to become is the person that you decide to be. The new path that stands before us is like a new chapter in a book waiting to be written. If you don't like something, you have the ability to change it. Graduates, success is a journey, and everyone has the honor of that achievement here today. And now I need a moment to get personal with my fellow classmates. I have shared many of hours and many evenings with most of you here tonight. And along this path, I have made some beautiful, long-lasting relationships for which I am forever grateful. I feel so very humbled and appreciative for all of your friendships, and thank you for your kindness throughout this entire journey. My fellow graduates, look how far we have come and how much we have contributed towards our futures already. The commitment, the sacrifices that each of you have made to get to this place. Each one of you who is seated here tonight are heroes in your own. I am so happy to share in the excitement with you on this graduation day, and I am so very proud of each and every one of you. Congratulations on your well-deserved success. I see the road ahead is endless and the brightest of futures for each of you. As for me, this is definitely a check off the old bucket list, and I look forward to the many incredible opportunities that lie ahead. Thank you, God bless you, and good night.